Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Saturday, which means it's time for another Nozz Watches Japanese Patriotism Boner Simulator. And also my hair is all poofy. I don't know why it's all poofy. It's all, oh no, I'm so pretty. So in the last episode, we learned that the country is led by an idiot. It's led by an idiot, and honestly, a lot of you seem to agree down there in the comments that if we were faced with someone who had technology far beyond things we could even, like, just far beyond our ken, we'd probably do the same thing. But I like to think humanity's a little bit better than that. I know it's not true, but I like to think that sometimes. Thoughts from, you know. But regardless, yeah, like, I guess if you have enemies on a global scale and aliens invade that can wipe them out in a matter of minutes, I guess it's a smart idea to feed your enemies to them first. I mean, because then if you win, you don't got any enemies anymore, but it's still kind of dumb from a external point of view. And also, he's just sending dragons and burning down villages, allegedly. I'm pretty sure it's the king, because where else have we seen dragons except under the king's employ? And they burned down a building, and we met Elf Waifu, who I assume is going to get her first speaking role in this episode. Or maybe not, maybe she's just going to be a fucking war prize. I don't fucking know at this point. Anyway, let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, so yeah, so she was in like this well. Oh no, she dead, except she not. Wait, you used the jeep to hold the rope? One of you couldn't just hold it? You had to waste the gas? Yeah, so now that we've got Worst Girl out the way. Oh, take her clothes off! Oh, Itomi's not. Itomi, sorry, is his name. He's not in here. I thought you wanted a cat girl, you fucking fag. Dude, you're into elves? God. For a human, she might... for all you know, her body fucking radiates at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. For all you know. I need my dry boots. So, real talk though, why have none of them like tried to get a dragon or like a wyvern or whatever the enemy soldiers were riding? Slap some earth battle armor on it and just ride in. I mean, if they're wearing Kevlar, then they already are basically immortal. Why not just use their technology to make the enemy stuff better and just use it against them? The dragons are fucking rad. Dragon... Oh. Don't jinx it, fam! No, you want that Neko, then no, you need to just shut your mouth. You saw a large bird. It was a Durgan. So, are they speaking a dialect of Japanese, or is this a made-up language? Because it sounds like Japanese, but he's using a translation book. What's the point? We can't take in an elf, we're racists. Well, we got our clan meeting next week. What the fuck was that little fucking rat thing? Oh, bye, Bagora, she's got the potatoes, they're gonna survive now, laddie. They're gonna survive now. They got the potatoes. Who this? Who this? We got like a wizard. Best girl has arrived. No, I need my books though. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's like a giant nerd. Wizards are like the biggest nerds. Wizard Kato on the outskirts. Like, I bet the Emperor sent her. Oh my god, it's just Master Roshi. They're literally just... And she just fucking blows him away. Like, nah, I'm done with your shit, fam. Like, she's just so literal, that's adorable. I like her already, we already got Best Girl in here. Waifuwatch 2017. All your books, fam. Couldn't get like another donkey? Just throw his shit back in his face. Just levitate the cart. Fuck it. Fly away now. Like, what's her deal? Like, she's like very subdued. I'm wondering if something happened. Wait, but can you understand it though? Women in the military? How absurd! They should be in the kitchen making the wizard a sandwich. That's sarcasm because they're in a feudal society. That's not a broken axle, that's a dead horse. Jesus. That's not a broken axle. A skull? You mean the hurty head bone? Ah, we must drain the humors. I'll get my scalpel and my leeches. It's... Magic missile! Like, could you just imagine a wizard coming to modern day and seeing soldiers? My word, is magic so widely practiced? Blah blah. It's a fucking horse! You would've been fine, Jesus. How else are you gonna get your cat girl, fam? Jeez. Ain't gonna get your cat girl if you act like a dick. Oh, you done killed all their leadership. You done goofed. Like, it's hard to tell because it sounds like they're speaking Japanese, but like, is everyone speaking the same language? But so why are they using a guidebook? It sounds similar enough. I'd fucking laugh if they're speaking Korean. I would fucking laugh. The local lord's dead, dude. There's no one for you to overthrow. Calm down, Griffith. Wow, that was quick. Waifu number 3? Waifu number 3! Let's take a look at our lovely contestants! Now entering waifu number 3, the gothic Lolita with the giant axe. She's fucking creepy. Jesus. Like, this is like Shaltier on meth. Oh no, she's not Shaltier on meth, she's a bad role player. She's, she's one of those bad role players who, like, never got above level 20, but got the baddest armor they could find. And now just hang around Goldshire shouting at newbies. That's what we've got here. And she's just so edgy. I must overthrow the King of Stormwinds, as I am the true heir. Usurper be gone. Fucking hate character designs like this. They're so lazy. Just fucking take a fucking woman, give her dark hair, throw bows and straps on it. And give her a fucking giant axe. Boring. Like, the elf is more fucking unique than that. So where are we going? So like they don't have a destination at all? Like they're just kind of just going along doing whatever? It's like, is this what it's gonna be, like a road trip anime? Oh boy. And they got another cart stuck. I feel like these villagers are pretty friggin' incompetent. They're pretty bad at what they do. Refugees are the same everywhere you go. Oh boy. Another broken axle! What are these things made of? Fucking popsicle sticks? Jesus. Put all your stuff on your back. It's fine. And then they burn it down? Jesus, that's kind of extreme. It's kind of fucked. I'm starting to feel like they aren't being seen as rescuers, more like conquerors and enslavers. But you literally can't lose because you have guns. Like, you have guns. And Kevlar. Like, unless they get in close, you are pretty safe. And even then, I don't think our swords would be able to pierce Kevlar, because it's going to be feudal age iron, which is shit. Like, seriously, if you took a sword made modern day and you fucking went back in time, you'd kill everyone. Oh. Oh. Oh no, don't stick your dick in it, fam. Don't stick your dick in it. It's not gonna end well. You're gonna lose it. Oh no, those kids are dead. Those kids are fucking dead. Oh no, they're not. So is she a badman, or? There's a religious reason to dress like a slut. Sounds like my kind of world. Behold! Behold my magic beast! That should scare the shit out of you! Like someone rolling up in something, like when all you have is like horse and carriage. If someone rolls up in a horseless carriage that sounds like a fucking monster all the time, it should be terrifying. Also, she was talking about his penis. And yeah, they just gave Japanese subtitles. That is a made-up language. Alright then. Sitting on his lap. When the Humvee's in rockin', don't come a knockin'. Jesus Christ. They're gonna wind up fucking before this series is over. I'm calling it right now. Just get off already. Jesus fucking Christ. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is big dumbs. This is big dumbs. So, how far are they going? How far is far enough? Like, when are they gonna be free from the tyranny of the Durgans? That's not how the sun works there. Oh, Durgan, let's go! Shoot it! Oh, that's the dragon. The dragon's so big it eats smaller dragons. Congrats on keeping your shit. You lost it. Seriously, everyone's just losing their shit. What was the point? Was there one? It has a little, like, testicle in its neck. Just shoot that. Just shoot that. That seems to be, like, the obvious weak spot. Was that a Godzilla reference or a Earth Defense Force thing? EDF, EDF, EDF. Like they're just getting right into it. They're like, oh yeah, no, we're doing it, fam. Blow them up. It's resisting a 50 cal. It's resisting a 50 cal. Oh, and she's naked. Because of course she is. Oh, she's speaking a weird made-up language. Alright then. So the dragon's only weak spot is his eye? How do you kill something in the eyes? You blind it, maybe, but... And this is a Western dragon. This is a Western dragon, so I feel like I know what I'm talking about. I don't think they did their research on how Western dragons work. They're gonna shoot an RPG at the thing's eye. What? What are you doing, fan service girl? Wait, so she knew the dragon would react and make... I mean, that's cool, like... They blew its arm off. They build it up like that and they could just dismember it with a single fucking predator. Are you kidding me? Well, not predator, but... Whatever missile that is. It's fucking 20 different types of fucking missile. There was that much build-up. And that much drama. And it dies, and it... No, doesn't die, but... gets crippled by a single Stinger missile. This anime is dumb. Anime is dumb. It's like, they could have actually just killed it. Western dragons aren't that strong. It's okay, kid. Your family's all dead. But they're Kentucky Fried, so I mean, it's not like you can recognize them at all. It's like they were never here. Like, raise your Nippon boners. Wait, you were going... There is no way in a land with this level of technology that there are towns that are this far apart. They drove for like a good a day and a half. I'm sorry, but no. Like, there's a reason towns in Europe tend to be pretty close together. Because they were founded during this level of fucking technology. But again, there's also a reason why American towns are so far apart, because they had a lot more technology. They still had horse and carriages, but they also had better ways to keep food and etc, etc. In fact, like, the further out west you get, the further they get. Mostly depends on when the town was founded. So you guys are staying with the Japs? You staying with them? You not going with your townsfolks, or? Choo-choo. Okay, so you're just gonna like set up like a refugee, the refugee camp at Arnis? You can immigrate to Japan on amnesty status, but we need to see your papers and make sure you're not following an extremist religion. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was a thing. One thing I'm gonna say about this anime that is good, the episodes are really self-contained. They haven't a cliffhanger baited this yet. They haven't been like, oh no, will Goku defeat Frieza? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Frieza defeated. They haven't done that shit yet. Though that is something that a lot of animes do, so I'm kind of expecting it at this point. Like, it's all very self-contained, which is very good. So you can kind of just stop watching at any point and be like, okay, I'm done, I'm getting off this train, later fam. And you won't feel like, oh man, I gotta know what's happening next, which I guess is kind of a bad thing for them, but a good thing for us. I'm, of course, going to be the silly bastard that watches it to the end, though. Other than that, though, this episode was a whole lot of fluff for nothing. We met the elf, we knew about her. Like, this was basically the Waifuwatch episode. It's like, okay, here's your waifus. You have generic blonde girl that everyone is going to latch onto regardless, lowest common denominator. You have your blue-haired wizard girl who's kind of subdued. She's for the weirdos. And then, of course, you have the kinky lolly, who is obviously going to be the one that appears to win the most. But she's fucking really weird, people. And that was kind of it. And then we fought a dragon, and... oh, boy. So, I've said this a million times. This was like a running theme with ghost stories. The Japanese need to stop trying to do Western monsters. They need to stop. Like, 100%. Because they don't seem to understand how they work. I mean, honestly, if every time a Western company tries to do a Japanese monster, they fuck it up too, because cultures are so different that the monsters don't really work in the context. But a Western dragon, they're not tanks. They're not supposed to be this big thing of, oh, I'm a fucking immortal monster gonna blow your shit up and I destroy things for no fucking reason. That's not it. That's not it. Like, they were supposed to represent one of three things, depending on the circumstances of the legend. They were supposed to represent, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. They're supposed to represent famine, which is why dragons are often seen in legends taking cattle and livestock. And that also ties into another one, which is oppression of a ruling force, which a lot of rulers, if they were feeling very dickish, would take your livestock and your harvest and be like, nah, this is mine, fam, you survive on like the bare minimum. Or they would represent an exterior force, like an invading army or something. That is what dragons normally represented in Western myth. At least, okay, I should preface that with English myth. And a whole lot of and that's why a whole lot of the stories of people killing dragons or defeating dragons is you have, of course, you're murdering the shit out of the dragon, but attacking a dragon head on never works because dragons have very, 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 very tough scales. The majority of dragon-related mythology I've read has it be like, this bit here, the dragon's belly is the softest bit. Like even like a sword can pierce it, or like an arrow could pierce it. And that's also a reason that Smaug dies in Lord of the Rings, because he's got a soft underbelly. And that's because showing your belly is a sign of submission. So killing a dragon was about getting it to submit to you, and that's also why Saint George is a saint, because he went against a dragon. He met the dragon, and he talked with the dragon, because for some reason this dragon could talk. Not a lot of, like, it's kind of inconsistent, but sometimes dragons can talk for some reason. I don't fucking know why. And he got the dragon to, 1, stop kidnapping women, 2, stop taking money, and 3, display his belly to St. George. And St. George decided, you know what, dragon? I'm gonna let you live, but you gotta protect the town instead of fucking destroying it. And the townsfolk in return fed the dragon, and they would give the dragon like a cut of what they had to like just kind of pay him, like, hey, keep our town safe. And that got St. George sainted. At least it was one of the things that is one of his miracles. And that's kind of the gist of Western dragons. They're not bloodthirsty monsters any more than a Kappa is a fucking child murderer. It's a trickster that will take your soul out through Uranus. It's super different. Like, and it very much pisses me off that like we do it too. We do it too. And I'm pissed off when Western, American, and European movies and games and shit get Japanese culture wrong, but we don't try as often. But whenever the Japanese or the Eastern world tries to do Western myth and they fuck it up, that pisses me off too, because that just shows that you just didn't understand. You either didn't do the research, or you just saw a pretty picture and were like, ah, no, it's fine. Dark Souls does it fucking really, really, really well. The dragons in Dark Souls are the epitome of what it is. They're these big oppressive figures that want nothing more than to see the world stay stagnant and stay the same, and keep humanity or the pygmies at the time underneath their claws. And the only way to defeat them was to have them show weakness. Dragons in Dark Souls don't have soft underbellies because they're made of stone, so Seath the dragon betrayed the other dragons and gave the humans a way to make the dragons humble by peeling away their scales, which is a nice little flippity-flop of the dragon myth, and it's a very good understanding of what dragons are. And this anime just kind of takes Western culture and perverts it, which is annoying. And yeah, that's honestly all I had for this episode, because this episode is very, very one note. They evacuate a town and they bastardize some Western myth. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of just a filler episode to kind of just get us to the next part. We got introduced to all the waifu characters. I know which one I like. I know which one I don't like. And I'm still very, very confused on certain parts, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault because I was paying attention. You assholes to say I look away from the screen. No, I don't. You don't know what my screens look like. But I was. I'm paying attention. I understand what's going on, but there's certain parts that don't make sense. Like, are they speaking a different language? Or not, because it just sounds like Japanese? Like, why do they have the same names for things? Because like there hasn't been a lot of contact. Like, or was there first contact and they just haven't shown us? Why do they have a translation book? Because it seems like the villages don't seem to know who these people are. And if they did know who these people are, then the Emperor would know who they were, and he would be like, okay, maybe let's not fight the fucking people with the big fucking scary death sticks, but whatever. Honestly, this is like reverse Catweasel. This is reverse Catweasel, is what it is. And those of you that don't know, Catweasel is a old British show that starred one of the Doctor Who's. Don't remember who. I might have it mixed up with Wurzel Gummidge though, so pardon me. But he was a 12th century sorcerer, kind of like a Merlin kind of thing, who, in a spell gone wrong, got teleported to the far-off distant future of 1984. And then he's basically working with all this, like, magic future tech of 1984. They got vacuum tubes, ooh, and trying to get back home to the 12th century. I don't think it ever worked, though. I do not think he ever got home. I think they cancelled it before he did. But it's reverse Catweasel, but the difference is that Catweasel is the hero, and he's from the backwards time period, so him trying to figure out the future, and also going against the cops who continually try to arrest him because they think he's crazy. It's endearing, and it makes you root for him, because like, yeah, Catweasel, fight against this thing you don't understand at all. And it's a British slice of life show, so like it's not really fight, but so much as it's like, you know, goof around. But here it's the opposite, because the guys are supposed to be rooting for the last episode and a half. They've been pumping up this dragon as this badass thing. It's like, oh yeah, dragon, can't kill that thing, even the 50 cal, nah, can't do it. And then they fire a stinger missile at it and they take its arm off. One stinger missile. They got more of those. All they gotta do next time they go through the gate is just be like, okay, bring more stingers. Done. And everybody, that's what I think this episode. I hope I didn't go too long, because I kind of got a little rambly there with the mythology thing, but that's the only thing to bite into, and I really, really like mythology, so like that's kind of a thing. I'm like Gaijin Goomba, except I'm nowhere near good at editing, so I just kind of put them at the end here. Anyway, everybody, so thank you all for watching. As always, I am Nozz. So let me know down in the comments what you think, and if this is the first thing of mine you're watching, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help me make more stuff, and maybe someday be able to do more proper review videos by hiring an editor, and also helping me eat food, because look at this, I'm so skinny. Then I have a Patreon linked at the end. Thank you all for watching. As always, I will see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, I shall see you around the road.
You say, nigga, damn, I love my waifu. 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 She ain't nothing like you. She don't bitch and egg me all the time up on her cycle.